What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano ADA 24-hour trade volume surpasses $700 million, according to CoinGecko. CoinMarketCap ranks Cardano as the second most voted cryptocurrency, right after Bitcoin, with over 4,600 votes. Cardano surpasses Ethereum in total core development commits over the past year, ranking number 1 by GitHub activity. So development activity is high, social dominance is there. Strike Finance, with perpetuals on Cardano and up to 10x leverage, adds another 50,000 ADA in liquidity, processes over 10,000 transactions, and will soon integrate higher leverage, open user liquidity deposits to boost TVL, and release an updated roadmap. I think there's lots of potential and income and benefit to perpetual applications, right? And we see that with a bunch of projects. I think of like Hyperliquid and whatnot. So I think Strike Finance will continue to blossom and progress and benefit the Cardano ecosystem drastically. VESPR Wallet says we built VESPR with a dedicated team of 2. We are the number 1 onboarding tool, providing thousands of users with the best Cardano experience. Now, it's time to take over Bitcoin. We're coming for another number 1 spot. So it's lovely to see this wallet expand into Bitcoin, whether it's Tokyo, whether it's Fluid Tokens, Bitcoin OS, Fairgate. There are tons of projects in our ecosystem expanding to Bitcoin. Well, speaking of Bitcoin, Charles Hoskinson says the user experience should be you click a button, you have Bitcoin DeFi. The question is, can you pay your transaction fees in Bitcoin and get yield in Bitcoin? The answer is yes for Cardano, with Babel fees, DEXs, and other such things. So this is great. Goes on to say that a lot of the work we're doing is deep in theory. We're working with one of the BitVM2 scientists and the BitVMX team to improve the scheme overall to make Bitcoin DeFi as good as humanly possible. Good stuff. We're going to see that demo with Lace in Las Vegas soon. Charles Hoskinson says we're designing a recursive SNARK structure with Jolteon, and this is by Optos, for Midnight for its trustless partner chain bridge. We're experimenting with how to do it on Cardano. We just need Ouroboros Peras, fast finality, which will happen. So Peras will happen. And he's mentioned Optos a couple of times actually regarding Optos technology being used for Midnight, for consensus. So it's nice to see that Midnight is taking the best of all the networks, learnings from Cardano, from Optos, right? Polkadot with their SDK and more. So I'm very excited to see how Midnight will supercharge Cardano. And speaking of, Cardano gets the largest Midnight distribution. Partner chains create a second revenue stream for the staple operators. Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, and all of these partner chains are Cardano users because to redeem, they have to become a Cardano native token. It makes Cardano better. So it's a win-win. Now, some more XRP goodness, RLUSD. Charles Hoskinson says we did reach out and talk to the RLUSD team. The issue XRP is running into is whether Circle will be acquired or not. That changes the entire strategy and roadmap of RLUSD. I've heard rumors of up to an $11 billion acquisition. So I put up a poll on YouTube. Will Ripple acquire Circle? Maybe, maybe not. And that'd be fascinating to see it be potentially a merge of RLUSD and USDC. Now, in case you missed yesterday's clip, going back to what we released yesterday, Charles did say, we told Ripple, we're here to help. We believe XRP DeFi is very important and we'd like to find a path to get RLUSD on Cardano. We'll do the integration for free because we like the XRP community and it's still ongoing conversations. Ongoing conversations for RLUSD on Cardano. Charles did say he's optimistic. He's confident that they'll expand to new networks this year for RLUSD. In addition to ongoing talks between Midnight and Ripple, and also, lest we forget, XRP will be integrated into Lace Wallet, but also XRPL is one of the 8 blockchains that Midnight will be airdropped to. I'm confident it's going to happen. Something is going to happen. Good relationship between Ripple and Cardano, and let's continue to nurture that relationship. Charles says they tried to buy Nike for $3 million. I didn't sell the pig. He's a priceless pig. He's still a good pig. So yes, guys, Nike is still a good pig. Always was, always will be. So it's a pretty quiet day for news. Michael Saylor hints at buying more Bitcoin. I mean, that's basically what he does. Keep pumping Bitcoin, Mr. Bitcoin. Cardano's down, right? 747, not too bad. As long as we hold above 0.7, 0.72, I think that's great. I think the fair value is in those 60-cent ranges, and I think the local floor was 50 cents, where we saw with the original tariff announcement April 7th. So I don't think we're going low to these 30-cent calls, how some bears are calling for. So Bitcoin at 107.8, ADA 748 at the moment. Not too shabby, I gotta say. And like I always look at the upside. If it continues to dip, good DCA opportunity. If it goes up, fantastic, right? So in a nutshell, we still need Russell 2000 index to reclaim its previous highs, 2300, 2400. We need search volume to increase. I looked, guys, right now. Cardano global search on Google Trends is sitting at 6% compared to May of 2021. So retail is so sidelined right now. It's just the crypto bros amongst themselves with institutional money. So we're going to have to wait and see. And I think that once the Genius Act, Digital Asset Structure Bill, Russell 2000 reclaiming its previous highs, in addition to other things like Bitcoin dominance tumbling, still sitting at highs of 64.2, will set up the bullish altcoin season rally that we're all waiting for, right? Ethereum will need to lead, but I think that, Bitcoin, ADA, XRP, these still have big upside potential. You guys know ADA is my biggest bag. So I think really I want to highlight today is these conversations with Ripple, right? RLUSD. We showed this tweet yesterday, but I think it's really key because Charles doesn't talk about Ripple stuff too often. And it's always like very positive and collaborative. So I'm very happy that there are ongoing conversations. Hopefully we see something like RLUSD, USD1, potentially on Cardano. So let me know, guys, will we see RLUSD on Cardano, or is it like a pipe dream? I think it's possible. Good relations with Schwartz and Garlinghouse. When is it going to happen? We'll have to wait because, like he said, if they do this acquisition, which I think Ripple is capable of, it's definitely going to drastically change the strategic lens. So we're going to have to wait to see what happens with this potential acquisition. So let me know what you're most excited about. Will we get RLUSD right on Cardano? Smash that subscribe, smash that like. I'll see you guys in the next Angry Crypto Show.